Hi everyone, my name is Tim Sorensen and I'd like to welcome you to Pathophysiology at Gateway Technical College. The reason I'm making this introductory video is I just want to show you how the class is going to run and how it's laid out. I know that if you've had some online classes before, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, I've had online classes, and what I found is that I was doing a lot of busy work. That's the last thing in the world I want for you guys. I know that you work. I know that you have kids. I know that your lives, in addition to school, are full and very, very busy. So the last thing I'm going to do is try to waste your time. With that said, the fact of the matter is that you're going to be a nurse. And whether you go to Gateway or whether you go to Purdue University, you both, graduates of Purdue and graduates of Gateway, have to take the same national exam, the NCLEX exam. So what that means is that a person going to a 4-year school, living in a dorm, pledging for a sorority, their mom and dad may have paid their tuition. They're going to have to learn the same stuff you have to learn. So this course was designed because students were struggling in clinical. And what they were struggling with most are the health alteration classes. And the reason they struggle is because they don't understand some basic fundamental principles of the body. So about 11 years ago, another instructor and myself put this course together. And students enjoyed this course because they knew that this was the stuff that they were going to need for clinical. And some of them were taking it for remediation. Now, I don't know if any of you are. It doesn't matter. My point is this. If you understand these fundamental principles that I'm trying to lay down for you, then you will be able to build on that. And you will become successful. It's just that simple. But it's going to require some work. And what I'm asking you to do is to kind of take a leap of faith here and try to trust me that I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you. And what I've done is I've gone through the book and I've taken out the stuff that's really proven to be difficult for students. And instead of trying to go over a million different disease processes, I've broken them down into 5 or 6 areas. And those are the areas that prove to be the toughest for nursing students. And I've tried to break it down even further to give you an idea of just how exactly this stuff works. Now, look, I'll be sending this out to you in the email, but what I'm asking is don't try to cram for this stuff. That's not how you learn. And the fact of the matter is, I'm a nurse, look, and unfortunately, I kind of did what you guys did, and it turned out poorly for me. And let me tell you why. I was young, I had a good memory, so I could remember stuff. But when I actually started working, I realized I didn't know this stuff, and I actually needed to know it. I needed to know it, and I didn't. I worked in the CVICU at St. Luke's in Milwaukee, and I worked night shift, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I would throw up every night before I went to work because I thought, is tonight the night that I kill someone because I don't know enough? And I was taking care of critically ill people, and I didn't know this stuff. That's what propelled me to go back to graduate school because I thought I'm going to end up killing somebody. And that's no joke. And I don't want that for you. I didn't want that for me. So, and I know how it is. I went through nursing school, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't care where you go to nursing school. It's all run the same. It's kind of like a boot camp. And I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you get through that boot camp, right? so that you can graduate, you can have a better life. So with that said, I need you to be on this stuff right away. I'm going to give you a plan, and I'm going to give you everything you need to be successful. And the bottom line is, people have been successful in this course. And if you're not, I'm telling you right now, it's not my fault, because I'm going to give you everything you need. If you follow this little 15-week program I got for you, you drink the Kool-Aid, it's going to be fine for you. So get on it, and I'm going to show you the plan, right? So these are the things that I'm going to be we're going to be covering, right? We're going to be covering basic cell structure. Look, no one can argue with this. No one. Well, they could, only that would tell me they don't know anything about the human body. The bottom line is this: everything happens at the level of the cell. So if you don't have a basic idea of what's going on inside a cell, you will struggle. You will struggle with pharmacology, because there's no drug in the world that works on your liver. And let me give you an example of what I mean. Yeah, my liver was really jacked up, and then this doctor, he gave me this drug that put a coat around my liver, and now I'm straight. It doesn't work that way. What it does is it works on liver cells and specific things inside a liver cell. That's how drugs work. Maybe you've heard of Lipitor, Zocor, Crestor, right? Those inhibit an enzyme inside a liver cell, and that enzyme helps manufacture LDL cholesterol and dump it into the blood. Those drugs stop that enzyme. So if that enzyme don't work, then you can't make LDL cholesterol and dump it into your blood. Boom. Beta blockers. Watch, just real quick. Class hasn't started, but I might as well do it. Watch. You got the cell and you got the blood. You're going to see a lot of this. And let's say this is a heart cell, HC, heart cell. Embedded in a heart cell are these little receptors. They're called beta receptors. Yup. And there's a little chemical in your blood called epinephrine. And you're not going to believe this, but watch. In order for epinephrine to affect a heart cell, epinephrine has to bind to a specific receptor on that heart cell. That specific receptor is called a beta receptor. And you know that when you get scared, what happens to your heart rate and your blood pressure? Guess what? It goes up. So if you have high blood pressure, a doctor could give you a drug that blocks beta receptors. And if they're blocked, epinephrine can't bind there. And what happens to your heart rate and blood pressure? Yup, see the arrows are going down. Those are beta blockers. So if you don't know what beta receptors are and alpha receptors are, you're never going to understand pharmacology. So that's what I'm going to try and do for you. Oh, can you believe that? Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. So that's how I'm going to teach this class, and those are the things that you're going to have to know. The other thing that I'm going to explain to you is I'm going to go over acid-base balance and the concept of pH and how electrolyte disturbances can affect pH and how pH can affect electrolytes. And that's going to be, well, it's going to be a lot of stuff. So I'm going to give you plenty of time to go over it too. So there should be no discussion about, well, you didn't give us enough time. I'm going to give you plenty of time. After you learn about pH and how the body controls acid-base balance, then we're going to go into fluid and electrolyte disturbances. Again, that's incredibly difficult for students, incredibly difficult. So I'm going to go over all of the electrolytes, where they're found in the body, and then how the body controls the electrolytes. And then I'm going to talk about the cell and cell division, and then that's going to take us into cancer, how you diagnose cancer, how you treat cancer. And again, I'm not going to get into too much detail about chemotherapy. I'm going to give you some basic ideas of how chemotherapy works to attack cancer cells. Then I'm going to go into the endocrine system. Look, you cannot swing a dead cat without hitting some people who are diabetic, right? Type 1 or type 2. So whether a person comes in because they got a broken ankle, a lot of these people are going to come in with comorbidity. They're going to have heart disease, respiratory disease, endocrine diseases. So these are the things that you're going to have to know the most. And again, we're going to get into some detail on that. And then cardiovascular issues. The number one killer in the United States is cardiovascular disease, right? So again, people are going to come in with some type of cardiovascular pathology. And this is where you're going to have to understand high blood pressure. You're going to have to understand MI, right? Shock and the different types of shock, and I'll go over that. And then respiratory pathologies, right? The COPDs, asthma, cystic fibrosis, pneumonias. I cover all that stuff in this class. So these are the things that I'm going to be concentrating on. And these are the things that I want you to know. And to that end, look, books are tough. Textbooks are tough. I get it. They put all kinds of information in there. What you need to do is you need to say, well, gee whiz, is that important? Well, you don't know. You're beginning. I've been at it a while. I know the stuff that's important. So that's the stuff that I'm going to explain to you. So first thing you want to do when you come to the course, you hit the syllabus, you take a look at that. It's self-explanatory. Again, there's no assignments due. You're going to have 5 tests in this class. And that's going to determine your grade. Discussion board, there ain't any. Now, there's a section called videos. That's where you're going to find the stuff that you need. Click on it. Wait. No. Click on course documents. Now watch. They're divided up into weeks. Now, this is my 7-week class. This is 15. So I'm going to be changing this up, but don't worry about it. It's the same thing. So when you open this up, I'm going to have PowerPoints. Some people like reading it. Then I'm going to have videos. And these videos are designed to help you understand what you need to know for test number 1. You got me? So watch. Some of these videos are, 45, 50, 55 minutes long. Most of them are about a half hour. That's as long as I can stand making a video most days. So watch. I'm going to give you 3 weeks to study for this stuff. So each unit that we go over, and there's going to be 5 units, I'm going to give you 2 to 3 weeks to study. That means in this section for test number 1, you got 3 weeks and there's 17 videos. That means if you go over 5 videos a week, study them, know them inside and out, you're going to be straight. And how do you know what you need to study? I got a test study guide. Let's pop that open. Darcy B. Pathophysiology study guide. Watch. These are the questions that you're going to have to be able to answer. And if you can answer them in detail, you're going to do great. Where do you get the information that you need to be able to answer these questions? From those videos that I've supplied for you and the PowerPoints. If you study that and you answer the questions and make sure that you understand them, and if you don't, say, hey Timmy, shoot me an email. Hey Timmy, I don't get this. Maybe you can help me out. Now watch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, did you watch the video? Did you watch it backwards and forwards? Because guess what? I'm going to explain it the same way that I explained it in the video. Do you know why? I made those videos. So watch. When this class opens up, what do you want to do? Well, this is what I would do. I'd read the syllabus. Then I would go to Pathophysiology week 1 through 3, and I would print out the study guide. Then I would begin to watch those videos, and as you're watching the videos, I will be explaining the answers to these questions. And if you know the answers to these questions, you will do good. Get a smiley face. If you wait, I give you 3 weeks to watch this because I know it's a lot of stuff. You don't watch it and you wait a couple days before and then you do bad. You're not going to blame me, right? I'm telling you right now, don't wait till the last minute. It will end poorly. Get on this stuff. You took this class and look, guys, come on, cut it out. Pathophysiology. It just sounds hard, right? It just sounds hard. Where'd the patho go? Anyways, right? So you know it's going to be a lot of work. So you had to assume that. With that in mind, do the work. I'm giving you everything you need. I'm giving you a plan. What's the plan? The plan is you're going to go course documents. You're going to hit Pathophysiology week 1 through 3. You're going to get the study guide and you're going to start watching the videos. And then as you watch the videos, you're going to realize, hey, wait a minute. This is the answer to number 1. Hey, there's the answer to number 2. Should write that down. Then I'm going to start studying it. And then when the test for Unit 1 comes up, and you know the answers because you studied them, you're going to do great. Say yeah. All right, so that's how it goes. That's how it runs. I'll have this set up, and I'll be open up the course in a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, okay, it kept running. In a little bit. And then if you got any questions after you read the syllabus, right? You've watched the video. If you still don't know what's going on, well, I don't know. Give me an email, all right? Shoot me an email. But do your due diligence first. You got me? I'm going to give you everything you need. And I gave you this little outline. You know what to do. All right? And good luck.